see tributes to Kobe Bryant, whose life as an NBA player has transcended just being an athlete. But you can see the impact of what he meant to people, even here in Houston, or Coco Dominguez meeting one of those fans.
Yes, I mean, there's so many things. It's heartwarming to see they're going above and beyond to memorialize their idol.
Taylor Vaughn is feeling like millions of people are across the world, heartbroken at the loss of his favorite NBA player, Kobe Bryant.
It was just heartbreaking.
Taylor's been a Kobe fan since 2nd grade and even showed me a pic of over 42 Kobe Bryant pairs of shoes that he's collected along the way.
Me and my mom went to one of the last games that he played in LA. Ended up not playing. We went for the day and still watched him sit on the bench, but it was still a first time being in the Staples Center.
Since Bryant's passing, many are looking for ways to honor Kobe, including LeBron James, who was recently seen with brand new ink, which some say the tattoo appears to say Mamba for life.
I mean, the minute that it happened, I called Kevo that night and said, hey, we need to do this.
Vaughn decided to memorialize Kobe with a portrait tattoo, adding to his collection of Kobe tattoos he already had.
And when did you get those other ones?
So around whenever he retired, and then that one was, I think, whenever he changed from 8 to 24.
Why this particular image?
I've seen a couple of them with him, you know, with the jersey in his mouth, and that's Kobe. So I always seen him on the court with the jersey in his mouth. And
had you done anything like this before?
I've done a few color portraits. I'm more of a portrait artist. That's why a lot of my paintings that people commission for me are usually portraits.
Tattoo artist and U of H grad Kevo says Mamba mentality was his inspiration.
I wasn't a fan of so much basketball side of Kobe, but the mentality, the Mamba mentality, and that's like something I live by. So it was all there.
So how long did this take?
I mean, I tattooed pretty fast, but we did it in sessions. The first session, I just did the face, about 2 hours to do the face. We waited 2 days, and I finished the body and the jersey. The only things I need to play with are like the edges, so I'm gonna get some of that in there.
As such a huge Kobe fan, how does Taylor move on from here?
remembering the person that he was and the fact that he was so positive about stuff, of everything, and just kind of helping that push you forward and taking it day by day.
Such beautiful artwork there. So I know everybody's wondering about the price, $1,500, which is pretty typical for something that big and all that color. Beautiful. And if you want it just in the black and white, just a basic, that run about $700. But he can work with your budget. So just work out whatever and check out kevoarts.com.
All right, sir. Let's talk about this Kobe Bryant tattoo. So I didn't know and I didn't think that it was going to go, you know, viral like it did.
Yeah.
So with you being on the client end of it, I don't want to say how did it make you feel. I think that shit is too cliche. What was your response to it going viral?
Man, my job just dropped, man. It was, you know, I've seen, you know, most of your Instagram stuff, and, you know, you get a few hundred, you know, a couple 900, you know. And whenever I saw the TikTok go up to, what, 115,000, whatever, it was nuts.
So I didn't know about TikTok. He actually told me that it was on TikTok. He was like, I posted it on TikTok, but I didn't know it went viral because I posted it, didn't care about it, and you were like, yeah, you got like 100,000 views, and I said, what? And when I went to go look, I just like, oh, I took a screenshot, sent it to a couple people, like, that tattoo I did went viral. What about when I told you that ESPN was going to repost it?
That shocked me because, I mean, it's ESPN, you know? It's like it's one thing for, you know, TikTok and everything to be all, you know, the main page and people just randomly seeing it, but ESPN seeing it, taking notice of it, and, you know, wanting to share it on their page, it's crazy.
All right. So the biggest one I think that had the most impact on your immediate life, because we're here in Houston, I think it was the Fox 26 News. Like, what was your thoughts when I texted you and said, hey, Fox News want to do a story on a tattoo?
I thought you were fucking with me at first. Like, okay, that's Kevo just, you know, doing his thing. And, I mean, I almost didn't even say, you know, say I was going to come through. You know me, I work at night. But it's just weird. Never been in that situation before in the first place. And the fact that Fox News wanted to do something that was, you know, I was proud to have that tattoo, but I was also happy for you to get that kind of media attention and
recognition
yeah.
and stuff. So like when they came here to interview you, were you nervous?
Oh yeah,
because you
I was fine up until they came in.
You looked nervous. You told me, you made a comment. You was like, I really had a lot of shit to say, but I couldn't get it out.
Oh dude, I had pages of stuff to say.
But like what? Like what was one of the things you wish you would have said? Like for real, you looked nervous when they came.
I mean, I wasn't nervous up until they walked into that door. The minute they walked in.
So look, so you made a comment. You said you wish you would have had all the stuff in your head. You wish you could have said it. Like, what was one of the things you wish you could have said on the news, like on live TV?
Mainly I mean, you know, I went into the, you know, Kobe's positivity and everything, but I wish I would have gone further into that. I wish I would have even said stuff, heart goes out to, Vanessa and the family and all that kind of stuff, and, you know, make it a little bit less about me and more about him.
Because the story was about you.
Well, it was about me, and I was answering the questions that they were giving me that was about me, but it was just a lot more just about him, his career, what he meant to me growing up, and the connection that me and my mom had just because of that.
Lay it on the table then, bro. Like, all right, so I don't have a tattoo of a. When I always tell people this, when I was younger, it wasn't a lot of people I wanted to be like, or a lot of people that inspired me until I started getting into sports and entertainment. So, for somebody to get a tattoo of a person, that's a big deal to me. That's admiration. Cause you got how many Kobe tattoos?
3 or 4.
I think you got 4.
4. And
he was alive with 3 of them. So this ain't no fake shit. You know what I'm saying? So what did Kobe Bryant really mean to you? Like if you're telling me that you wish you would have said more, and then you go into that, that's some real shit, bro. Like what did he really?
Well, the main thing, like, you know, how you say, people didn't start becoming anything to you until you got into, sports or whatever. I mean, I grew up without a dad, raised by my 2 sisters and my mom, and, my adolescent teen stuff. But that's what watching the Lakers, everything was what, like, gave me and my mom a connection. And that was the hardest thing for her to do, was try to connect to her son that she didn't know how to, didn't have the guy around to be able to do that kind of stuff. So that was that main thing. I mean, yeah, he made me love basketball and, trying to do all the stuff that he did, but the fact that it brought that connection between me and my mom that nobody can ever break, and that even my sisters don't have that kind of connection between, them and her. That was just, that's the main thing of how he meant, or, what he meant to me.
That's well said. So we got a tattoo that another artist messed up on the back of your calf, right?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta fix it for you, and we're gonna get into that. And shit, you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Impact. You never know how you're going to impact others, and that's my biggest takeaway from this episode. So for more episodes of the Kevo Show, like, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, never a thumbs down. See you next episode.